Hello everyone, welcome to the Napoleonic Wars World Cup 2018, and look at this glorious map. Isn't it lovely, specially designed for the event? And it's the NL, it's the Netherlands versus the Germans. Good stuff indeed. And two behemoths, I should say, of melee in Napoleonic Wars. Now, here we got Felix on the German side. Felix again. There's SP, Noswil, Dark Core, Scorpion. There's Dark Core again. Who's at the end? Mosquito and Watley. Now, opposing them, there's Quixer. There, of course, Mr. Turtle himself. There's Rickert, Anubis, Ziggy, King Melcio, Ismar, and of course there he is himself, the melee god that is Ricky Maru. So, looks like they're going to do a few things here and there, getting themselves sorted. And look at this, there's a mess already in the middle of the location. I mean, it's just the housekeeping is just shocking. Anyway, as usual, these boys chomping at the bit, ready to go. And we're looking to see some fine melee skills here from both of the sides. Still in the group stages. So we'll have to see how it turns. Oh, for God's sake. Just not allowed out unsupervised, which is why they're kept in this massive fort. How they built it right in the middle of nowhere. That's quite impressive, I have to say. You know, with a few buildings to sort it, mats to lie on. So generally speaking, it's all very good. So, we now wait for them to get themselves together. And there we go. They're off. And they charge into battle. And we're going to see a split. They're going to see who's going to get that most important first kill. That may change up the strategy that they're going to go for. Down goes Ricky. Wow, Ricky taken down by Von Phoenix from Germany. Look at that. You can see him almost immediately. The line then started to be closed in. And you can see playing as the Prussians. Down goes Charlie. Playing as the Prussians. The Germans doing a fantastically efficient job, as we would expect them, of course, to do. Look at this. And down they go. Wow. A great display of melee and tactics there. Where have they gone? From the Germans. So they all come out of their little spawn area, get themselves ready, and as soon as they're good to go, we are underway with the next round. So first round in favour of the Germs. They have won. And now an opportunity for the Netherlanders, Daft Dutchmen. We're watching Charlie the Turtle looking to go in for a little bit of a stab and grab. We've got to watch out to see what's going on for the rest of the battle. This is where it becomes dangerous. Damn, look at this. The left flank of the Netherlanders has started to fold. And the Germans start to move in, separate everybody off, and silence them with a bayonet stab to the gizzards. Oh, and a team kill in there from SP onto Dark Core. And yet again, look at that. The Prussians with a very important kill on the final man there. That was Melcio. The king is dead. Long live the king. So, right now, I think it's fair to say the Germans once they get that all-important first kill, turns out to be a very knotty situation for them because the Netherlanders, once they lose that first person, it enables the Germans to move in and actually essentially surround the guys and shut them down and essentially double team them. That's going to be part of their problem for them. So we're now looking at the likes of over here. Probing Ricky. Oh, look at that first kill onto the Germans. This could be opportunity, but look at this. The line twisting almost down the centre as it now looks to be German upon Netherlander down here. There's Mosquito. He's now backed off, and now you can see the Dutch starting to try and separate out the Germans. And down goes another Dutchman. 3 Germans remaining. It's 4v3 right now between the Germans and the Dutchmen. This is going to be a difficult situation for the Germans. They're going to try and fight back. Look at that. Charlie gets a little bit too close. Gets a 17-incher for his trouble. And look at this. A massive turnaround for the Germans. And look, down goes Rickert. Wow. That's what you call a serious turnaround. And the Germans, them germs, they've got another round on the board. Von Phoenix, and there's Felix, Scorpion, Dark Core, SP in the wrong uniform, Noswill, Mosquito, and Lee. So, it's going to be a difficult situation for them because for the Netherlanders, the Dutch, they're going to have to try and make sure they don't lose a person first in the battle. When they do, it enables the Germans to essentially surround them. And you can see these guys, down goes Mosquito. That's going to really help. And look at that. At the same time, Scorpion goes down, and so does Lee and Dark Core as well, and SP. Now, bear in mind, this is where they've got to push their advantage that they've got. Felix goes down as well. Just look at these 2 guys fighting for their life. Last man standing on the German side. Oh, and he forces a team kill onto Charlie. And there is the murdering into Von Phoenix. And the first round on the board for the Dutchman. They're going to be pleased about that. It's only 3-1 so far in rounds. They're going to be pleased. Now, whether or not they'll be able to actually get more, we'll have to wait and see. But, obviously, now slightly on the back foot are the Germans. Well, precisely. And as a result of that, we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. So, let's see. Go, says Kriya, the staff member. Thank you for running that. Oh my goodness, Charlie's down. The turtle came out of his shell and unfortunately suffered as a result of that, as multiple members of the Dutch team are being butchered. This is a very bad situation for them. They're going to have to fight for their lives, and unfortunately Ricky goes down, so does Ziggy, and forcing a kill onto Noswill, but then Melcio and Anubis finally get taken down. So, I would say right now, the balance is that I think it's fair to say the Germans have the advantage. I would say they're the stronger team of the two right now. It's dependent on who gets that first all-important kill, because that immediately changes up the numbers that are available. And it also means that they can crumple in and attack the enemy from multiple directions. Look at that, Scorpion dies first. But over on the right flank, we've got Charlie the Turtle in the middle, and Anubis falls as well. Multiple Germans falling at the back here. Now we're looking on Lawrence as he's defending himself from multiple attacks. And it's not looking good. And the remaining Germans, here's Mosquito in the centre. And these guys basically trying to put out a nice spiky defence. Mosquito takes down Jana. Mosquito and Lee gets taken down. Oh, this could be bad. This could be very bad for Noswil. Look at that. Noswil defending himself right to the last moment. But sadly for him, he was overrun by sheer weight of numbers. And there are some people who are look at these guys. And of course the nervous energy that is Ricky Maru, the Mad Dutchman himself. So, away we go with what will be the 7th round. Hurrah for Math. So you can see now, the way the line is actually starting to twist slightly. I'm moving the camera a little bit, so you can see as the line twists, you can see the Germans' right flank starts to pull back. As look at that. Now that was a very interesting maneuver coming in there from Kazar, or Kazazar. Basically, he got in behind the Netherlanders and essentially tried to attack them from behind. Oh, look at this. The reinforcements come flying in. And down goes Ricky and Ziggy. And that's another round on the board for the Germs. So, it's a very, very important match. Two well-known and very talented melee teams here. But right now, I would say the Dutch are on the back foot. The Germans are providing a very, very strong display of melee competency. Good stuff indeed. Flamius, Noswil, Mosquito, and there's Lee at the end. So, let's see how things go here. Look at this. Holding back a little bit. The left flank starting to push from the German point of view. And the centre as well. Down goes Felix on the right flank. Immediately look at that. That's with the advantage for the Dutchman to move in and get a few kills. And Mosquito team kills Lee as well. That's going to be a major problem for them. As a result of that, the numbers are now being paired off. The remaining Germans, you can see Mosquito and Noswil finally finished. So you can see what I mean about the moment where you can see the, what's the word I'm looking for? The way the inertia of the battle changes. As soon as somebody loses a person, you can see how it changes the line. It means that then one person can focus their attention onto, or two people can then focus their attention onto another, more likely to get another kill, and then chain those kills one after another. That's really how it can be done in this kind of thing. And obviously, let's not forget the amount of skill that is involved in melee combat in Napoleonic Wars. Let's look at that as the Germans are falling. As Rickert pulls back to try and avoid the situation. As Lee looking to go in for a stab. Oh! Nice murdering going in. Oh, it's Rickert down, the last man standing. And gets punched to the floor. So, 4-5. This is interesting because the Germans started very strong. 3-1, obviously, in the first 4 rounds. Now, the Dutchies, oh yes, these crafty buggers over here, have literally dragged it back to a better situation now. 5-4 in favour of the Germs. Now it's going to be a serious battle. So, and there's Speck there with a fantastic name. And here's Ikvap Pierce. And here's Nero as well. And there's plenty of like adjustment you can see of the teams that are in. And down goes Felix. Oh, look at this. Oh, the left flank of the Dutch army has gone ham. Oh my goodness, they've got him in a corner. Oh, this is going to be brutal for the Germans. Can they fight their way out with a minimal of casualties? Doesn't look to be that way. But look at this, he's about to basically get diddled by lots of Dutchmen. That's not really a kind of end that somebody's after. Yep, Lee well and truly diddled from multiple directions. Very, very painful end. Especially when there's 17 inches involved. So we pause for libations as we continue. 5-5, ladies and gentlemen, 5-5. Serious goings on here between these two teams. Ricky, of course, the nervous energy that is Ricky Maru. And, of course, over here we've got Pierce. And we've got Nero. And they're off. Even though a few of them were over the white line. And they're back because they started over the white line. There's a white line for a reason, boys. It's called the white line. And so, let's see how they get on. Oh, flippin' heck, Mosquito down already. Noswil down as well. So you can see now the left flank is pretty weak for the German side. Or sorry, I should say the left side of the Netherlands flank is pretty strong. And now this is another knotty situation for the Germans as they're losing people left, right and centre. And now you can see a man back against the wall. Oh, he's going to get kicked. He's going to get diddled. He's going to get stabbed. And he's going to get, yeah. Last seen, tied to a lamppost wearing a dress. Never mind. So, 6-5 in favour of the dastardly duchies. However, the germs are not to be trifled with. Not that I've ever had a German trifle, but that's not the point. Anyway, we shall see what happens. There's Noswil, Mosquito, and his Lee at the end. Let's see how these boys deal with the problems of somebody trying to stab them in the gizzards with a 17-inch bayonet. Which, let's face it, is a bit of a problem. Not the kind of standard issue you'd have when you're going to work. And look at that, that centre point there. Down goes Gemma. That means immediately now over here, the left flank of the German side is going to be a little bit stronger. And look at this. They're trying to enclose the Dutchman. And it looks like Rickard has actually made his way out. But look, the stabbing, turn around, quick stab, getting in there. It's very important for these guys. But it looks like the Dutchmen are down on numbers. And they're fighting for survival. And sadly for them, they were not to survive. And the Germans bring it back to 6-6. Pretty serious stuff here, boys and girls. The amount of hours these guys spend melee. And then obviously chambering and the practice and the parrying and the stabbing and just absolutely insane. Nothing but the highest respect for every single one of these players. For the sheer level of dedication and skill it takes. I mean, I can't even melee a rock in Napoleonic Wars. Down goes Jammer and Ricky. Holy crap. That was a really quick move there. Now that's a very nasty situation, as now you can see Pierce also down, Ziggy down, Noswil falls, Rickert goes down as well. And look at this, the German reinforcements come over to do damage to a couple of duchies. And they've managed to kill the remaining Germans. And so it's a 3 versus 2 situation between the two teams. And look at these guys defending themselves. Oh, down! A team kill on the Dark Corps. And that's changed the entire situation. Wow. That could have been a win for Germany. That team kill there, just at that moment, changed the entire situation of the battle. And the Dutchmen were able to take that round. Wow. That was a very key moment. Now, obviously, a team kill at the start of the battle is probably the better situation than a team kill when 2 or 3 remain. So, now they charge into the midpoint. We're looking, obviously, from the German point of view here. Their left flank starting to pull back a little bit, pushing the right flank a little bit. We'll have to wait and see because, obviously, look at this. Oh, the Dutchman getting very aggressive, pushing the Germans back and round. And there is Ricky with a team kill onto Jamer. And now we've got Lee and the remaining members of the Germans coming in to defend. And there goes one of them. And this is outcoming the spiky death that is the Netherlanders. Look at that. Down goes Mosquito. Down goes Felix. Down goes Ricky. And Noswil is finished off. Wow. 8-6 in favour of the Netherlands versus Germany. One thing you can always be guaranteed of, these guys, it's always going to be a close battle. A hard-fought, dusty, dirty, extremely skill-filled battle. And, of course, Melchior wanting some sponsorship. Although, I'm not sure what he had sponsored for on Napoleonic Wars. Bandages, maybe? Headache pills? I've no idea. Interesting. Let me know if you have any thoughts in comments. But now you can see here the German side pulling back slightly, getting a little bit of pressure. Now look at this. This is Ricky trying to get round the back of these guys, trying to catch them off guard. There we go. That's exactly what he was looking for. And now he's fighting for his life. And they've managed to get that all-important kill onto two of those Germans on the right-hand side. That all-important manoeuvre. But look at this now. The Germans have turned it back. As down goes Ricky, down goes Jammer. And that's 8-7. Which just goes to show, as soon as Ricky and the other Dutchman got that advantage, it did not pay off. They had to then still push the advantage. The Germans turned round. And hello. And a hi from Melcio. Hello, Melcio. Always a pleasure to see him at work. Right, we're off. Well, precisely. And here he is, the king himself. And now you can see these guys. Look at that, the Germans pushing right side. Or their right flank, I should say. Now you can see the Dutchmen starting to pull back. They've got to watch out for the centre, because the Germans get the advantage in the centre. Felix is down. Now you can see the line starting to rotate as they push the right side. The Dutchmen going ham on the Germans on the right side. Now you can see it looks like a reinforcement coming in from the Germans. The Dutchmen finish off the remaining Germans on the right. And now we're looking at a 5 versus 3 scenario. Look at the way these guys stay together and try and actually get in that for that all-important stab. Down goes Gemma. That's a very important kill. Down goes Anubis and Ricky. Lee finally falls and it's a 2v2 situation. This is, oh, look at that. Oh, stab into Ziggy. Wow. Holy crap. That was impressive. Wow. Whew. Actually leaves you breathless. Absolutely breathless sometimes, these guys. Fantastic to watch. So much good fun. There he is. And there, of course, the king. Fine beardage. A face only a mother could love. And there's Rickert. With fine meat chops. Now. Or pork chops or whatever they call them. I can remember the thing. Now, look at that. That's not good because SP's down. Which means the advantage in numbers is now against the Germans on their left flank. And look at them being surrounded by the Dutchmen. That's exactly the situation that the Dutchmen were after. The Netherlanders trying to finish off the remaining man. Down goes Felix. And now they've just got to finish off the stragglers who remain. The two remaining men. Noswil fighting for his life against the entire army. And he's well and truly poked. Massively poked with a 17-incher. Which may be a normal night out for him, we don't know. However, on this particular situation, it resulted in his bloody demise. So, let's see how things progress over here. Now, this could be the final round. If it, I'm expecting it to go to 9-9 and to then basically be either 10-9 for one side or the other. Because that's what it is with these guys. You can almost guarantee it. In go the Prussians. The Germs fighting against the Netherlanders. And who's going to get the first kill? Look at that. Scorpion goes down on the right flank immediately. The Netherlanders push round to try and kill other people. As down goes Noswil. And also you can see King Melcio and Pierce and Jamer going down as well. Lee dies over here in the corner. This is a knotty situation here for the Germans. You're going to have to wait and see. Look at this. Fighting against the remaining members. There's 3 Germans left. There's 2 Germans left. This could be a very bad situation. 1 German left against the Netherlanders. And this is going to be nasty. And there you have it. Look at that. 10-8 in favour of the Netherlanders. Pretty close. We'll just have to wait and see what happens next. Now, I'm expecting a serious display here. Oh, look at this. A little bit of a move around. As the boys get themselves ready. Who's this? Von Phoenix. Noswil. What's going on here? What is Scorpion up to? Getting ahead of himself. Oh dear. Look at them. Completely mad, every single one of them. Utter nutters. For many, many reasons, this is why you've got to love the Napoleonic War community. And we're off. Look at this. This is different. The duchies spreading out. Moving around. As, there we go, a team kill on the right side. And that's going to be a problem for the Germans. But now look at the way the line is rotating. You've got 3 versus 3 on one side. And now 3 versus 1 on the other. The Germans have fallen. Whoa. Holy crap, that was a very, very fast display of murdering by the Netherlanders. The dastardly Dutchman. I'm trying to think of a word that begins with G that I can call the Germans. Gotta keep it PG. So, anyway. Let's wait and see. We follow Lee. And there is Flamius, Lawrence, Scorpion, Noswil, Von Phoenix, Mosquito, and Felix. Let's move out and see how these guys acquit themselves. Oh, Ricky's dead already. Holy crap. Wow, poor Ricky. He went down quicker than the cheap French hooker. Not good at all. And now you can see, look at this. The line being pushed back by the Germans. The enclosure strategy that we see so common in these battles. And then essentially the separating them out with a 2-on-1 situation, pretty much most of them. What is going on? Is he having a seizure over here? It's Melcio. Oh, fine. Stab by Melcio into Pierce. And now it's literally Melcio versus all the Germans. And sadly for him, he was Noswilled in the face. And there you have it. 20 rounds. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, he's being cheeky. I thought it was going to be all over. So, good stuff indeed. So let's wait and see what happens. And they're off. Wait and see what happens. As you can see, probing, the Germans getting a little bit aggressive on the left side. The line's starting to twist, and you can see them now being pulled apart. As there we go, look at that. An opportunistic stab on the right side into Ricky from Lee. And now the Germans starting closing. And look at them, they're going in. They've got to be careful they don't overreach as Jamer gets taken down. And Lee as well. Look at this guy here. Felix literally backpedaling. Try and stay out of trouble. Trying to move to a position where his teammates can help him. And look at this, literally a dozy-do of melee stabbing. Oh, fine stabbing to Melchior from Felix. He took his opportunity. And then he stabbed him well. As now you can see, it looks like, there we go, the last man standing is no longer standing. Nero is finished off. 11-10. Holy crap. Good stuff, boys and girls, good stuff. So, it seems to be a close match. Who would have thunk it? Good stuff. Oh, wow, it's warm. And they're away. Let's see how they're getting on. As down goes Nero, far left-hand side, or right side of the Dutchman. And look at that, multiple Dutchmen falling. Oh my goodness. Heavens above! The Germans are going ham! Except for Felix, who just got team killed by Von Phoenix. Wow, okay, that was kind of shock and awe there by the Germans. That was pretty brutal. Netherlanders got well and truly done over. So, there's Ricky. One of the few normal looking players in this game. I mean, look at that. Dear oh dear. There's Anubis, and there's Ziggy. There's Rickert. Pierce. And Nero. Let's see how they get on. Oh, down goes Jammo on the one side. That's not good. Nero also dying. And you can see these numbers starting to pair off. As another German gets taken down. This gives them the advantage. As Melcio gets taken out by Scorpion. And now it's pretty much equal on numbers. Can they get in for that all-important stab? A quick stab and a grab. Melcio, Ricky dies. And look at this. Down goes Rickert and Anubis and Pierce. Holy moly. I have to say I love this map. This map is just glorious. So good. Left his cavalry sabre, or his officer's sabre there. Von Phoenix, ready for the battle. Chomping at the bit. Oh dear. Nero couldn't take it anymore. But he's back. Oh no, here we go. Quixer is in to cover as he fell off the server. So, let's see what happens. The line is pretty stable right now. As Melcio and then Gemma gets taken down. As we can see, obviously, Pierce get taken out as well. Bad situation. There we go. Flamius gets taken down. Ricky gets finished off. Oh, dear. Anubis, Ziggy, and Rickert finally finished by the Germans. Very, very brutal play there. Here they come. So, a short pause while these guys get themselves set up. The Germans are ready. The Dutch are waiting for the off. Melcio, there's Pierce, there's Quixer, Ziggy, Anubis, Rickert, Ismar, and there, of course, Ricky. So, they just can't help themselves, can they? Oh dear, there's something wrong with this lot. There really is. Oh dear. Melcio caught out there as they do finally move forward. And there we go. The bayonets are pointed forward. And we're looking for a situation. Oh, Scorpion! Scorpion killed already. That's going to give them the advantage. Now you can see, look at this, the line turning and the enclosing beginning here by the Germans. But Ricky gets taken down by Felix as he tries to push too far. And we'll just have to wait and see, as now you can see them being boxed in. The Dutchmen trying to do that, but the Germans rotating their numbers around, trying to provide as unified a front as they possibly can, and to try and re-box in the Dutchmen. And there we go, down goes one of them. You can see him breaking off a little bit as the Dutchmen continue to push the defences of the Germans. They've got to be careful. Errant stab. And they get taken out. That's what happens. Ziggy get forward too far. He got taken down. Jasma also. Jama and Pierce finished off. 4 versus 3. A knotty situation. As Melcio finished off as well. Look at that. A fine turn on the stab. As now this is a knotty situation for poor old Rickert. He couldn't withstand that many Germans. Who could? 14 to 15 in favour of the Germs. Yes, the Germs are doing well. The Dutchmen lagging behind a little bit right now. Oh, for God's sake. I swear, these are all very, very special people. What's going on here? There's Lee. There's Flamius. And we wait for the remaining guys to get themselves ready. Look at these guys. Ready. Melcio. And they're just waiting now. And we continue to wait. What's he doing above the line? Melcio. Oh, goodness. So, this is the bit where we try and fill some air. Flamius, Lorenz, Scorpion, there's Noswheel, Von Phoenix, Mosquito, and over on the side is Felix. So, we're away. finally, in the shadow of the big slab. As down goes Quixer on the left side. Immediately you can see the collapse of the Netherlands arm on the left-hand side. But they've managed to respond. Oh, Felix with a team kill. But no, it looks like they might be all right. One of the few remaining members, Ricky, goes down. And down goes Pierce. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Germans have made it to 15 rounds. What a fantastic display of melee skill from both sides. But the Germans are the eventual victors. But it was always going to be a close match. So I hope you've enjoyed this battle of the Napoleonic War World Cup 2018. And we'll see you again for more. Take care, everyone. See you soon.